Are you gonna sit with me? Do you want to be in the video? Yeah. Oh, God, why can't I talk? Good girl, well done, that's exactly what Mummy needs to do. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaya. If you're new around here, thank you so much for tuning in. Do you want to say your name?
Yeah, my name is but I go and sit and that way and go again, but not yet, but go see the chicken.
Well done. This is Lena Rose and what she was saying is she's going to be 6 and we're going on holiday, but not yet, and today we're going to see some new chickens, aren't we? When Nana brings them back. Okay, so do you want to stay here or do you want to go and play?
Okay, here.
This is my first video of 2023. All really boring, to be honest. Basically, I took an unintended break, and today is now Valentine's Day, isn't it? Say happy Valentine's Day. So I just thought, I've got a day at home with the girls, I'm not working today, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna film my first video again for 2023. So before we get into today's video, I just wanted to have a talk about some things that I have been implementing to improve my life. Number one is drink more water. So my skin, I have had really problematic skin for the past 18 months. And I've never really suffered with my skin before. So I was like, you know, what is it? Is it hormonal? I don't take any form of contraception. It's probably, I don't drink enough water, I stress too much, and I don't get enough good sleep. Everything I have changed is literally drinking more water, trying to get better sleep, more efficient sleep, longer sleep, and making a conscious effort to not stress. Now I know that's easier said than done because sometimes, especially if you're someone who suffers with anxiety or depression or even just stress on its own, it comes on and, you know, it just takes a hold of you. But you really do have to just change your thought process, and every time that little bit of stress is sinking in, think to yourself, is worrying about this or is stressing about this going to make a difference to the outcome? No. And why am I stressing or worrying about it if I can't currently do anything about it? And that's just sometimes what you need to tell yourself. Like, if you can't deal with the situation right now, don't even bother thinking about it. Put it in a box, put a pin in it, write it down on a notepad, come back to it when you're ready to actually deal with it. Are you okay? Do you want to go and play? Okay, love you. So yeah, so that is 3 things that I have really been implementing. Why can't I say that word? Into my daily habits to improve my life. I have decided, basically I'm baking because I have a day in the house, I'm not working, it's half term, it's Valentine's Day. I mean, we don't actually celebrate Valentine's Day in this house because we kind of have an anniversary on the 2nd of February, and so it all kind of seems, it's a bit too much. So I've decided today I'm going to do some baking. I'm going to use up what we have in the house. I've got some fruit that needs using, and yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I'm not making up this recipe. It's a very reliable cupcake recipe that we use all the time because it's so simple and Lena Rose loves it. But I'm adding a few extra elements that normally we don't, so fingers crossed it all works out. Basically put all the ingredients in this blender, which I actually bought for Scott a couple of years ago. What make is it? James Martin, and then I always want to say Wally, but it's not that, it's W-A-H-L, so Wall. I don't know, anyway. So I just put absolutely everything in this blender. I didn't measure anything. I don't know why. I was just like, fuck it. So yeah, so we have no idea how this is going to turn out. I know that there is 3 bananas in there, 225 grams of butter, a significant amount of maple syrup, some oats, some flour, some sugar. It's going to be very sweet, isn't it? But then I'm going to put blueberries in it, so that's the hope. I don't know if I actually even explained this. I'm making banana blueberry muffins. Oh, and I've got protein powder in there as well. So they're protein, banana and blueberry muffins. Hopefully, that is the hope. But I'm just having to use a wooden spoon because it is so thick. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Like, it's a really good consistency, in my personal opinion, of not being a baker at all. If you've come to this channel for baking advice, please go somewhere else because I'm not the one for that. But yeah, so I'm just using a wooden spoon to give it a little stir, and then I'm going to give it one more blend, and then I'm going to whack it in some muffin cases and add some blueberries and see what happens. We'll either have ourselves a hot mess or a winged success. We shall see. What every single aspect means, and that is me down to a T. I cannot believe it. I sent it to my mum and she was like, oh my god, that is you. I was like, I know, it's actually crazy. So I really recommend bringing it all up, what if it's awkward and I feel uncomfortable, but I've done it now. Put blueberries in, and then I panicked and I put dark chocolate chips in as well. So they're not the healthiest fruity protein muffins, but they're going in the oven. So this is it, guys. Do or die. They are hopefully cooking. I mean, I don't know what they're doing in there, and I had so much mixture that I've had to then put some in a little ramekin and some in a little loaf tin. So we really don't know what we're going to get today, guys, but you never know if you never try. So anyway, whilst they are cooking, I thought I would just talk a bit more about things that I've been adding into my daily habits. I'm not very good at like waking up early and having the me time before getting the kids ready and doing breakfast and all of that. I am much more of a night owl, so to actually get decent sleep, I'm having to make such a conscious effort to go to sleep so that I then get enough sleep to then get up and wake up and not be, you know, a miserable so-and-so. So people say the best way to have a good morning routine is to have a good night routine. And I always used to be, even from a very young age, I really liked things to be organised and I liked everything to be in its place, and I was quite particular, and that was just something that I had in me naturally, I guess. So when I had kids, and obviously your life changes and your lifestyle has to change and all of that things, I still was quite particular, but I definitely relaxed a lot. And we lived in a trailer when the girls were really little, so when you live in a small space, you can't be relaxed. Honestly, everything had to have its place. I would get the toys out every day, I'd put them away, I would still rotate things because, you know, we didn't have much room to not do that. And I was really quite good at keeping on top of stuff. Then when we moved to a bigger space, I had in my head, I was like, I want everything to have its place, you know, my house to look like a show home all the time, which obviously is great in theory, but realistically, you just can't live life like that. It's not going to happen because you're going to spend all your time worrying about how your house looks instead of actually living in it. Found this woman on YouTube, and one of her videos is pretty much just dedicated to explaining how if you want to have a good day the next day, then you have to start the night before. So Callie, that's her name. I'm sure her name's Callie. If it's not Callie, I'm pretty sure it is. So she says, do things that future Callie will thank you for. So for me, obviously, it'll be Kaya. So everyone like, oh, I can't be bothered to do that. Like, I really don't have the energy. You have to tell yourself, okay, you don't have the energy, but the you tomorrow will be so grateful that you got off your jacksie and did it now. And her main thing is, don't go to bed with a dirty sink. Well, I cannot tell you. I know that's a very, like, probably a lot of people just do that out of habit or out of good manners to themselves. That's the oven. Okay, I'm gonna go check the muffins and then I'm gonna come back. I'm back. They actually look alright, guys, I'm not gonna lie, but they just need a couple more minutes, I think. So let's quickly get through this. Yes, don't go to bed with a dirty sink. Just do it. Load your dishwasher, wipe down your sides, and clean your sink, because there is nothing worse than waking up in the morning to a mess. And this is the thing, this is what the lady explains, and honestly, she's like my new god. But it has made such a difference. It spreads everywhere. So once you've done that, you're then like, oh, I'll just fluff the cushions, or I'll make sure that everything's straightened up in the living area, and then, oh, I'll get everything off the dining table and just give that a wipe down. It spreads like wildfire. Once you do that one task, you're then going to want to do everything else. And that may not be for everyone, it may take a couple of weeks of just doing the sink or just then doing the kitchen sides, but I cannot tell you, the last couple of weeks, my home, it's not far off a show home, okay? And I have been sweeping my floors more, because you just build it into those 5 little minutes that you have here and there, and you do those little tasks. I've been decluttering one space every day. So I did my wardrobes one day, which was, I mean, that was a mammoth task, but we had a power cut, and I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, we've got a power cut. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna do the wardrobe, because I don't need power to do that. And I did it, I got rid of loads of stuff, and I actually moved the shelves. If you have the IKEA Pax wardrobe, then you know, sometimes you have to live with it for a while, or in my case, 4 to 5 years, to realise, actually, this just isn't functioning for me. I need to move the shelves, move the rails, and now I'm mad at myself that I didn't do it sooner, because everything's just so much easier. I know where everything is, it's all colour coordinated, and yeah, it just relieves that little stress that I had every single day of going into my wardrobe being like, I don't know what to wear. Now everything's colour coordinated. Like I said, my shoes are in one place, my bags, my, you know, hairdryer, everything. And I will show you my wardrobes probably later on and explain a bit of it, but just little things like that. Well, that's not really a little thing, but your cutlery drawer. I sorted out my cutlery drawer, and it was just uplifting, and I felt like I'd really accomplished something. And for many people, you'll be like, really, your cutlery drawer? Yes, your cutlery drawer, because let me tell you, it gets dusty and things get put in there and you think, why is this in here? How did this get in here? But it just happens. And as well, you keep things. You keep things like, I have this, I think it's a decorer, but it's plastic, so I don't really know how well it would work. It obviously came free with a knife that I bought or something. I was like, why do I still have this? I had it when we lived in the trailer years ago, and I have never, ever, ever used it. Just get rid of them. You don't need it. Like, anything that you don't need, get rid of. And if you're too scared to get rid of it, put it in a box, put all the things that you're scared to get rid of in a box or in a bag, and put them somewhere. Put them in your utility, or on top of your wardrobe, under your bed, in the boot of your car, wherever. And if you don't go and get something out of that bag for a week, 2 weeks, a month, you do not need anything in that bag, and you can get rid of it. Okay, I'm gonna go check on the muffins again, but we're gonna come back to all this ways to improve your life. There it goes. I wish I had the camera ready when I pulled them out of the oven, because they were like so high and the blueberries were bubbling, they looked amazing, and literally from the time of me putting them down to get the camera up, they've sunk. Which I'm pretty sure means you took them out the oven while the oven was too hot or something like that. I'm not sure, but anyway, they're cooked. So it's time to do a taste test. Okay, I have tried a bit off camera because I got nervous. It's actually good. I have put some icing on it. I mean, these are the most unhealthy fruit protein muffin, mini bread loaves. I don't even know. I mean, the consistency, let me show you. Is that, let me get my face out. Is that showing? Can you see the consistency of what's going on inside? I feel like it's kind of bready like. But then it's sweet and it's nice. The blueberries are doing bits. And as well, for me personally, I don't like banana flavoured things. I don't like, you know, like banana bread. It's not for me. Although I suppose this is kind of like a mini banana bread, maybe. But you can't taste the banana, is my point. I don't like banana milkshakes. If I have banana, I'm literally like, I'm eating a banana. I don't like banana flavoured things. And this, you can't even taste the banana in it, which I am thoroughly enjoying. So it's a yes from me. I would love to give you the recipe, but I didn't measure anything. I'll give you the ingredients, and what I did measure I will write below. But otherwise, it was a wing it situation, and in my opinion, it paid off. Okay, we are now in the wardrobe space. I haven't checked these before I'm showing you, so you know, be nice. When I first organised them, they were spectacular. Now they might be a little less spectacular. Okay, right. So this is. This, I know what you're thinking, Kaya, why have you got a random piece of rubbish? But I keep this here because when I want to film clips for reels on my phone, I find it really annoying not knowing where to put my phone, so I just folded up this piece of card and then I can pop my phone in there, and then it's facing me and obviously I don't have to touch it, and then I have a nice backdrop of this wardrobe as well. So it's a hack, guys. Fold up the cardboard, put it in between the handles. Here, yes, I am aware I'm very, very lucky to have this wardrobe, but as I said, I lived in a trailer for many, many years, so I did not have this kind of wardrobe get up. Coats, more shoes, and then the girls' coats and things that need to be hung, and more shoes. Swing around here. Sorry, I'm just moving this chair. I have this chair that I keep in here, which has been in my granddad's family for like probably 80 years now, that he kindly let me have. And this is the third wardrobe. So this is where the majority of the clothes are. And as you can tell, colour coordinated. It just makes things so much easier, because then instead of having like all of your jackets or all of your t-shirts, if you know what colour you want to wear, you just go to the colour and then you find that item. It just, honestly, life-changing. Colour coordinate your wardrobe. Okay, and then in here, which is my one full-length unit, I know it's a mess. Like, I do promise you, I had a big purge. I mean, this has got to prove just how much stuff. Is my lens dirty? Honestly, I swear my lens is always blooming dirty. There we go. Yeah, this is just a testimony to how much stuff I have collected over the years, but it is over the years. Like, honestly, some of the things that I have had since I lived with my mum and dad. So we're talking, wait a minute, how long are we talking? How many years are we talking? Like 12 years, 13 years. God, I feel really old. Anyway, so this has got my full-length why can't I talk? This has got my full-length coat, dresses and things, obviously that I don't wear very often, and then blankets, a rug, and winter things. I think there's a box of bikinis in there as well. So yeah, there's a lot. That's the wardrobe situation. And then that one's Scott's, which I know you're probably thinking, wait, so you have 1, 2, 3 and a half. Yes, I do. I have 1, 2, 3 and a half, and he has the one double unit, and then he has a huge chest of drawers, and that's just the way things work around here. Lily, she's over there, she just went 3, 2, 1. Are you my director? You're so cute. I love you. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Tell him your name.
My name is Lily.
And how old are you?
I am
You're going to be 8 this year, but you're 7 right now, aren't you?
No.
No? What, you want to be 8 now?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to talk to you a bit about what I've been loving so far in 2023. I'm not going to be sharing like Mac's latest, you know, pressed powder. What I am going to share is a deodorant, and it's by this company called Simply Effective. And I will link their website below. It's all natural and it's a small business. I have used this for absolutely months now. I actually joined their subscription service because this is literally what I use for deodorant now. In case you didn't know, many deodorants have so many things that actually cause cancer and lots of chemicals, and they stop your pores from being able to breathe, and they're just really not good for you. So I do advise you to invest in a natural deodorant. If you do try this brand, Simply Effective, they actually do little tester pots of all their different, because they do different scents. And that's what I originally did. I just ordered their tester pots. I think it was like £10 for like, I don't know, maybe 7 little tester pots. This is something that I've been loving and I advise you guys to try it. I'll leave their website link below. If you want to keep using other products, you do you. This is just what I like. The next thing that I have been loving is CMOS facials. Now I know I said at the beginning of this isn't going to be about products, but this isn't advised for you to put on your face. It's advised for you to put like in your tea, in your coffee, and that is what I was originally first using it for. I'll just show you the bottle close up.
Yeah.
So there are so many benefits of ingesting CMOS. Obviously it's all natural, it's from the website www.cmos.co.uk. I will also leave that below. Completely organic, it's an all natural superfood, obviously so many health benefits. So I was ingesting this in my like coffee smoothie drink that I make, and then my mum actually said, oh, we can get it in capsule form as well. So she ordered the capsules, so then I started taking the capsules and I stopped using the gel. But then I thought about using this on my face because I've seen an advert about how it could help.
I need help.
Lily needed help with a dress. Anyway, I had seen a little advert about how this can really help with skin problems like eczema, acne, all those kinds of things. So I thought, I've got the gel, I'm just going to give it a go. I cannot tell you, honestly, it has even been tightening my skin. So I just use kind of a foundation brush once I've washed my face, cleansed my face, and if I'm having a bath or even if I'm not, I'll just whack it on, leave it on for about 15 minutes probably. Obviously you're going to feel it go hard. It's not got a colour to it, like it's quite clear. And then just wash it off with a warm damp flannel, and I cannot tell you the difference it makes. Honestly, I love doing it before bed, even if I'm not doing like a self-care moment. I'm just like, oh, I'm just going to do that real quick before bed. It's just so nice and so beneficial, and it's all natural. It's not doing you any harm. So that is another thing that I have been loving so far this year. Moving on to something very basic that you probably have all used at some point in your life. The girls are playing dress up. Right, the next item, something you likely have all used at some point in your life. Yes, I am showing you this. Flannel. Because I know so many people who are like, oh, I can only take my makeup off with makeup wipes, so I can only wash my face with cotton wool pads, or actually I bought these bamboo reusable cotton wool pads so there's no waste, and etc, etc. Why do we keep trying to reinvent the flannel? If you buy 14 flannels, which will probably cost you about no more than £5, you will have something to wash your face. When I tell you the joy my children are getting from interrupting me, it is insane. Yes, a flannel. Wash your face with a flannel. You can put your products on it, whatever it is you use. And it's actually got texture to it. So it actually exfoliates your skin and washes properly instead of just wiping and smearing and then having to use a million cotton pads or using your reusable. Invest in some flannels, mate. Just do it, alright? And save yourself some money because, you know, cotton wool pads, again, full of chemicals, bleached and God knows what else, costing you money. Flannels, alright? Next item is something that I actually haven't been using for a significant amount of time, but I've known that I've wanted one for a really long time, and then eventually I was in Primark and I saw one and I thought, I'm gonna get that because I've even said to my sister, oh, I really want one of those things, and it's this. So hopefully you can see. I'm not very good at holding things up to show you, so I'm not very good at working with the focus, but it is a scalp massager. Now this is brilliant. I'm not going to demonstrate right now. I mean, as you can tell, my hair is greasy, so I will be using it tonight when I wash my hair. But it's just so nice to massage your scalp with and get all that grease and dirt on your head moving around before you then wash your hair. And there's probably lots of benefits to it. Probably helps stimulate hair growth and all those things. I don't actually know what they are. I just wanted it for the feeling because I love giving my head like a really good scratch before I wash it. And I'm not sure that you're meant to do that. It's probably a bit harsh. So yeah, this scalp massager, just a really small thing. Self-care, love yourself, treat yourself right, all that stuff. I swear it's about £1.50. So an inexpensive thing to just what's the word? An inexpensive thing to, it's not romanticized, I'm not romanticizing it, it's just like elevating, if you like, your self-care routine, your hygiene routine, I don't know, whatever you guys call it. Well, that's embarrassing, I just filmed a whole little segment and I wasn't recording. So, what I was talking about is underwear. So this is from, I said so about 50 million times in this video, and I do apologise, but I am getting back into the swing of things in regards to talking to the camera. It's taking its toll. Underwear. I had probably 30, 50 thongs, pieces of underwear, knickers, and they didn't fit right. They were absolutely knackered, had holes in, rips, you know, the threads coming out, the whole malarkey. And I was like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I constantly pulling out a pair of knickers, thong? I mean, like, I don't want to wear this. I know this doesn't fit me right. It digs in. It's uncomfortable. I don't like this thong. But I have no others, so I have to wear this one. This is the day that I have to wear the uncomfortable underwear. Why? Why? I know what underwear I like. I know what feels comfortable. I do not force myself to wear underwire bras unless I am going for that pushed up, unless I need the vavoom because I'm going somewhere and that's the look I'm going for. I don't like it. Woo, fluff. So, Primark do these sets. I'm obsessed. I love them. They are £6 for thong and bra. No underwire. They're ribbed. Super comfy. I like that the thongs actually, they go like quite high-waisted as well, which suits me. They're not teeny tiny, you know. I'm not 18 anymore. I do still have that one T-string for the one dress that it might occasionally call for if I ever get into that dress again. I do still own it, but these sets, I'm actually wearing one right now. I mean, can I show you? Is that gonna get like censored? I'm wearing the brown set today. And I love them. They do them in all different colours. I get them in a size 12 to 14. Not that you really need to know what size I get, just get the size that fits you. I like to get them slightly bigger because then they're more comfortable. But yeah, that's one thing I've been loving. The other thing I've been loving from Primark is these tops. Now, again, as you know, I'm not down with underwire bras, and I actually prefer to not wear bras as much as possible, and these tops are a godsend. They're actually sold in the pyjama section. They're £3.50 each, but they have a lining inside. Can you see that? Oh gosh, I mean, it's so bright, can you even see? They're double lined, and it has a lining which kind of supports your bust, so you don't have to wear a bra, obviously, because it's supposed to be a pajama top. But I wear these underneath things. I wear them on their own, like with baggy jeans. This to me is just a whatever you need it to be top. This is it. I have it in like a nude colour. I think I have 2 blacks, 2 whites now. I have grey. Any colour they do, I'm going to be buying, because they are just so blooming useful, and they're just like the underwear. They're ribbed. Again, they're from Primark. Can you tell I like Primark? I'm not like one of those like, oh, I've got to see what's new in Primark, but majority of the time, if I need something, I know that Primark's going to have it. So, sports socks. I wear sports socks all the time. I go to the gym in the spring, summertime. I love wearing cycling shorts and sports socks and trainers. I will occasionally wear like sandals and flip-flops, but it's just convenient for me to be in trainers, like with the kids, and having an active sort of, I wouldn't say I have an active lifestyle, but my job involves movement, so I'm always wearing trainer socks and trainers. These are in the men's section. I'm pretty sure they come in a pack of 5 and they're £3.50. Primark, men's section, sports socks. You heard it here first. Just do it. They are so reliable. You can't go wrong. £3.50 for like 5-6 pairs. And all the other socks, I swear to God, I've bought like Nike and Adidas before, and I do like them, but I feel like they shrink. And I don't even use the tumble dryer, and I still feel like they shrink, whereas these actually maintain their size. So yeah, that's it for the clothing things and the things that I have been loving. I'm sure that by next month I will have more things probably that I've been loving, and I will of course share them all with you. If you have anything that you've been loving, please let me know in the comments below. If you think it would be something of interest to me, especially if it is anything natural or from a small business, because I really like discovering new things that I can use, or supporting people in any way that I can if they are doing their own thing. I'm all about like build your own empire and work for yourself, so yeah, let me know below. Just your typical activity for 2 girls in the half term. Got dressed up in their dresses, got their wellies on of course, and they've climbed up the tractor. Now I believe Lila Lou is stuck. Are you stuck?
Yeah.
Here, Lena Rose, can you hold the camera?
Yeah.
Can you hold it like that?
Yeah.
Good girl. Lena Rose, please try not to get covered in oil when you're in that dress, because it's a very pretty dress.
Hey. Here you go. Hey. I want to play running race.
You want to play a running race?
Ready, get, go.
Wait a minute. Come on, get up.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. There they go, driving off into the sunset. Loving it. girl, Daphne. Good girl. Sorry if the lighting's a bit off. The sun's like going down, but it's not down enough for me to warrant putting on lights. I've just put on some baby candles. Can you see?
I can't see.
Say hi guys.
Hi guys.
Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome to I want to sit here.
No baby, you can't sit there because I've got to do daddy's dinner and your toast. Go wait at the table. Okay, so time has really gotten away from me and I need to very quickly do Scott's steak and do Leroy's toast. Yes, she's having toast for dinner, it's what she wants. Okay, so I can't even remember where I left you guys off. I think the donkeys. Did you see the donkeys? Daphne and Delilah. You've probably seen them before if you've watched any of my videos before. Also, since, you know, pre 2023, I don't know if she ever featured in my videos, but we now have a cat. Okay, well actually I refuse to say that we have a cat. I refuse to say that I am now the owner of a cat. Basically, years ago my sister bought a cat and she is very beautiful. She's a British blue short hair. I think that's just it. I think that's what they're called. Her name is Duchess. Her name is very fitting for her personality. But when she went from being a kitten to a cat, her fur changed and Junior, my nephew, was allergic. Obviously we didn't know this. My sister didn't know this when she got the cat. Anyway, so then my mum took on the cat. Bear in mind, like, we all live on the same piece of land, so it's not like none of us, we all see this cat every day anyway since she has lived here. But my mum took on this cat and then my mum got a new dog called Bentley. My mum has literally had Duchess for absolute years. But then she got a new dog, Bentley. He's a Frenchie, and Duchess did not like Bentley. So obviously he's a puppy and she is a Duchess cat. So she stopped going in my mum's. Lena Rose, thank you. She stopped going in my mum's to eat. My mum was like, look, can you just have her? If you start feeding her, she'll come to your house. So yeah, we have a cat that lives here. Her name is Duchess. She thinks she absolutely rules the roost. And yeah, it's an adjustment. I'm fine looking after chickens and donkeys. I know what I'm doing. Cats had absolutely no idea. I mean, you have to flea them, you have to worm them, you have to brush them, you have to medicate them if they get any of these parasites, and they kill things and like bring things that are still half alive, and it's a lot. And if they urinate anywhere in your house, they are going to try and urinate there again and again and again. So don't let them get a urine infection either, because that is ag to try and treat. She's really funny with drinking water. I think it's quite a common thing with her breed. Basically, they turn their nose up at tap water, which I do not blame them, because no one should drink tap water. It is toxic, pure poison. Don't do it. But she likes natural water, like rain or like running water. So yeah, it's really hard to get her to drink. Anyway, I need to give Lena Rose her toast and then start cooking Scott's steak. Sorry, was just listening to Charlotte Olivia, Still Got Time's latest podcast episode, which is called Why Being True to Yourself is So Important. And I love listening to her podcast because I wonder, did you have a drink before you started this? Or maybe you should have had a drink before you started this, because she's so passionate about what she's saying, and you can literally tell she is saying whatever comes into her mind and then explaining it as she goes. Whereas some of the podcast people that I listen to, they're quite meticulous. Like, you can tell they literally kind of write themselves a script before they then record their podcast. So anyway, that's what I was listening to. Now I'm going to do my dinner. Scott's had his steak and he has gone to work. He now has a client. He has a family that he PTs, so he's gone to do those. And I have leftover pasta that I am going to heat up for myself. And then I'm going to do the washing up. I'm going to have a candlelit shower, because that is something that I quite like to do. I don't quite like to do it, I absolutely love doing it. If you have never had a candlelit shower, by the way, you need to do it. And bear in mind, my lights in my bathroom are sensor lights, so it's annoying for me to have to do, if I just want it to be dark, but at the same time, if I'm having a shower, I need a candlelight or a torch or something because the lights are gonna turn out after like 5 minutes. But yeah, a candlelit shower, guys, I'm telling you, before bed, so calming. I listen to a playlist, I think it's called a relaxation playlist on Spotify. I'll link the playlist that I listen to in the description if I can. Yeah, I either listen to that or a podcast or pop a YouTube video on just while I do that, and I love it. It's just that 15-20 minutes, when I spend 15-20 minutes in the shower, I just mean like in total, getting out the shower, getting washed, getting ready for bed, to myself, in the bathroom, the door shut, the candlelight. It's so relaxing and nice to settle yourself. I do apologise if you could hear loads of background noise, by the way. Lena Rose is still awake. I mean, it's only 6:30, but Lena Rose is playing Super Mario, and she's also got Sophia the First on the television, so sorry about the noise. Anyway, I shall check in with you all later.
I apologise for things and whatnot, then genuinely don't have anything to worry about, because people will always pick at shit because they think, I don't know what goes through people's minds. They sit there and they're like, oh, she's this, she's that, have you seen that? Just why she did that? Oh, she likes doing that.
My dad is going holiday. My daddy go holiday.
Your daddy's going on holiday?
Yeah.
When are we going on holiday?
Mommy, daddy, again.
Yeah, but when? That's who. When are we going? Remember?
Yeah, but around
We're going when Daddy is how old?
1,
31.
31,
Good girl.
32.
Do you know where we're going? Where are we going on holiday?
When I can't remember.
Can't remember. We're going to La Manga.
Manga.
You had a good day?
Yeah.
What's been your favourite part of the day?
Tommy. La la la.
That's lots of names. Tommy's your cousin, Lila's your sister, and your name, Lena Rose. What did you enjoy today? Did you enjoy playing outside in the sunshine?
Yeah, but
Did you enjoy driving your car?
yeah.
Did you enjoy playing on your scooter?
Yeah.
Good.
No.
No?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Are you being silly?
No.
Let's say goodbye.
No. I think I'll get a Lola Daisy. Lola Daisy.
To Lila and Daphne. The donkeys.
Yeah.
Did we give them some apples earlier?
Yeah. But I won't get Lola one day me. Bye bye. I won't do it.
Okay.
What prayer?
Well, the button's on the back, but you can put your hand to it like that if you want. I guess. Just did my pre-shower scalp massage, and then I like to run my fingers through my hair because the amount of hairs that will actually come off of your head, bearing in mind, like obviously I've had mine up all day today. So obviously if you have your hair down, naturally you'll probably just be losing hair sort of throughout the day, maybe tucking your hair a bit more. But I've had mine up all day, so I've done my scalp massage, and then I like to run my fingers through the lengths before I have a shower, just to pull out any of those hairs that are going to come out anyway, to not have them come out in the shower. This is all my hair. I don't have any extension in. I have naturally very fine hair and dead straight. I mean, you've seen me. I've had it in a ponytail all day, all I've done is brush it, there's not even a kink. Like, my hair is the dead straightest hair I have ever known anyone to have. Not that I'm complaining, obviously, like, my hair's very low maintenance for me. As you can see, I have it dyed. My hairdresser Nat, shout out Nat, love you. I quite clearly need to book in with her, but over the Christmas, January, like New Year period, over the Christmas, January, New Year period, I haven't needed it done. It's winter, I don't really get that bothered about like having roots. I wear my hair up quite a lot, and to be honest, I'm not the social butterfly that I was 12 years ago, so I'm not like worried about it. I like to give it a bit of a rest over winter as well so that it can really grow. Spoke earlier about how I am taking sea moss and obviously using it for my skin. I also take iron and B supplements, B complex supplement. I don't know, I take quite a few supplements. I've probably shown them in a video before, but I'll do an updated one in the next coming weeks. But my hair, it's a bit hard to show you now, it's greasy, because I always feel like your hair like looks a bit naff, but I have got so much, okay, here, this is like really hard to show you, but you see those like teeny tiny baby hairs? I literally have that like all over my head, even like in the middle of my head. I am sprouting everywhere. I'm like a person who's just had a baby. You know when you have the post-baby hair loss and then your hair sprouts again? That's what's happening to me. And I kid you not, it is literally from just better nutrition and taking better supplements. Obviously, yes, as well, I've given my hair a rest from dyed the last sort of 8 weeks, which likely has helped. But my hair, post the prison sentence we were all given without warning, I let all my colour grow out and I cut it all off, and I kid you not, my hair did not grow. I don't know why, but I just have that kind of hair where I've had extensions in the past. My hair grew like crazy when I had extensions. Whenever I get my hair dyed, it grows like crazy. When I have my natural hair, it doesn't grow. It's so greasy all the time. I cannot escape the grease. Like, it just, my hair in its natural form does not thrive. It thrives better when I put a bit of colour on it. Maybe it's because when it's coloured, I'm more conscious about taking better care of it. And like the same with the extensions, obviously when I had extensions, we're talking 11 years ago now, I was obviously very conscious about my hair falling out. I was really paranoid, so I took a lot of tender care with my hair, and my hair regime was very meticulous and all of those things. But anyway, my point being, my hair has grown so much, and my hairdresser, she actually, like, I don't get the underneath done as much as the top, so you can tell the underneath is a lot darker than on top, and all of this down here is quite blocky now. I mean, my hair's quite dry down here because it's all blocky, but she's been doing less back-to-back highlights and leaving a bit more of a gap the last few times, so you can see like the difference in colour up here compared to down here. And that's what she's going to continue doing, just so that my regrowth isn't so bad, and obviously it's better for your hair. And I don't actually mind only having half a head of highlights and having it dark underneath, because then literally once a year you can just have that full head and it just refreshes it again, probably in like the height of summer, or if I was going on holiday, I had like a wedding to attend to, then I would get it done all over just so it looks its absolute best. But yeah, I just thought I would talk about my hair a bit, and I'm really pleased. It's growing so long. I've had short hair twice in my life now, and I'm one of those people where I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna cut it short, I think I'm gonna cut it short, and then I cut it short and I love it, and then when it starts to grow out and it gets to that awkward length, I loathe myself entirely. You know, that awkward length, like when you're 7 years old, but you're not 7 years old anymore, you're 30 years old and you've just got shit length hair. No offense to anyone who chooses to have that length hair, I'm sure it suits you, but it doesn't suit me. So yeah, I'm finally past the awkward stage, and I can just put clip-ins in to help thicken it up, because as you can see, it's really thin and dead straight. It's not the easiest to style because it will not hold curls and things like that. It wants to be in its dead straight form. But yeah, that is just a bit of an update on my hair. I'm going to get in the shower now and then get into bed. So I'm gonna wrap this vlog up here. Sorry it's probably been a bit like all over the place, but as I said, this is the first time I've been filming since, I think, since my dad's birthday. I actually did film all the way through December and over Christmas, but I couldn't edit the footage, so I haven't bothered editing it and then uploading it. I might upload it at some point, purely for myself, not because I doubt anyone's going to want to watch Christmas stuff now we're heading into spring, but purely for myself, for the memories, because that's the main reason I started this channel, just to document like me and the kids and the family's memories, and just something fun and creative for me to do that's my own thing. But yeah, sorry if it is all over the place, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any recommendations for me for, you know, products or things that you think I would be interested in, then please do comment below and I shall see if they are. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Love to you all, and catch you in the next video. Bye.